صعبة. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه الطاهرين الطيبين. Sisters, do you see it? You can see that. So today, inshallah, I'm going to talk about human development in the Quran and modern science. Now, before I start the subject, I was in Qatar, and my mission was to build a research center. This research center is $1.8 billion worth. I'm showing this to the youth because I want to encourage them to be scientists and to discover things for this ummah. And so these are all research centers, and then all these research centers are connected to the hospital. So we do translational research. I started to hire people and then bought all the equipment, and alhamdulillah now it's up and running. Now if you want to see Doha, this is beautiful. This is the downtown. And this beautiful thing is, they call it the Pearl. And this is the banana island that you can go for a day or two, enjoy the sun and enjoy the halal food. Everything is there is halal. Now, my subject is miracle science of Quran. We started to do this presentation because our youth starting to ask questions, bigger questions, and we wanted them to believe in Islam, and we convinced them that Islam is the right religion and it is the truth. So this Quran, تنزيل من رب العالمين, a revelation from the Lord of the world. The question is, why Prophet Muhammad ﷺ did not explain the whole Quran? He could have done this, but he left it. Why? Because Quran is good for every time and any place. We here in 2019, we read the Quran, we may discover something. How about after 1,000 years or 2,000 years? People will understand something new from the Quran. This is why the Prophet ﷺ did not explain it in khalas. Now, next. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala does not want you to be a Muslim like because my father is a Muslim or my mother is a Muslim. No. Allah is challenging you. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, سَنُرِيهِمْ آيَاتِنَا فِي الْآفَاقِ. I am going to show you. We shall show them our signs on the horizons and within themselves. If you look to yourself, if you look to the nature outside, until it becomes manifest to them that this is the truth. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you to become a true Muslim, a true believer from all your heart. This is because living in doubt is a problem. Now when we present this a while ago, I tell you one thing. I presented one time in a gathering like maybe 70 to 100 people. After I finished this presentation, somebody, and these are non-Muslims, somebody raised his hand. He said, how can I become a Muslim? I wasn't prepared. I said, just say, Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. He said, it's impressive. I want to become a Muslim. And once he said the Shahada, another person, another person, another person, wallahi more than maybe 50. In one presentation, leadership. This is the power of showing the truth. I'm telling you that you don't see in any religion that power, that it manifests that this is from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Well, I was invited to give the same talk where? UFM. You know what's UFM? And who hosted me? Department of Human Anatomy. I was scared to death. Why? Because I'm cancer specialist, I'm cancer biology, I'm not embryologist. But here people are specialized with embryology, anatomy. And I was afraid, and wallahi, by the way, the first row, all the professors and the chair, the department chair. And I thought that, wallahi, I am going to give the same lecture. I am sure it is the truth. He is going to tell me, he was going to ask me. Wallahi, after I finished, he stood up. And he said, I know that your prophet, he cannot write, cannot read. Is that right? I said, yes. He said, all what you presented was correct. Wallahi al-Azim, you see, this is the specialist people in human embryology and in anatomy. So be happy that Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has everything in here clear. Now going back, you know, Galen, who was born in 130 AD, they were all thinking how man is created. This is the $1 billion question. And still until now, they are looking how human being was created. Why? Because they want to create some, you know, this is what behind it. The atheists, the scientists are digging deep day and night to discover this. Now this guy, you know, he said, I discovered it. Human creation is like when you have a chick and develop to a chicken, full chicken, and I'm going to show you. But put this in mind, this is 130 AD. In the 7th century, revelation of the Quran. Please memorize these dates because very important. In the 17th century, man, the invention of the microscope. This is the most important discovery that a human being made in the biology. Now this is Galen. He said, I discovered how human being was created. It is like this. Here, and then he becomes a chicken and this is a man. That was his thinking. And when they discovered the microscope, guess what? They discovered the microscope, the first thing, you know, here, the eye, and they put the object here. I thought they are going to put a small plant, or an insect, or something, water. No. No. Why? They want to know how man was created. And they were putting the semen of dogs, rabbits, and they found this. Subhanallah. They thought that they discovered something. Now in 1694, they concluded that the spermatozoa contains a very small human being. So so what they thought that the human being is here, and this is only tail. And in 1694, they said we discovered how man was created. They put a small human being in the sperm of man, and they said that this will grow and become a man. Of course, this is where 1694 put this date. Now here they are ignoring the role of the mother. Is that right? Women are responsible to create, this is what they think, that only men are responsible to create human beings. And this is what they say, this is a small baby and then becomes, khalas, solve the problem. Don't laugh, these are the biggest scientists in the 17th century. Now we go to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the 7th century. In Surah Al-Hujurat, Ayah 13. He says, يا أيها الناس إنا خلقناكم من ذكر وأنثى. We created from a male and female. 7th century. 17th century they were opposing this. How? Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam knew that. And look at this hadith. A Jewish person came to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. They used to challenge your Prophet. They wanted to make a mistake. They wanted him to say something. So they would say, he is a false prophet. Astaghfirullah al-Azim. And he asked him a question, wallahi, we cannot answer it right now. Even we are in the 20th century, 21st century, scientists. By the way, if I ask all of you here, what are the stages of the creation of a human being? Nobody will answer. How come Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he is going to show us? That means the Quran was revealed. Now he said, Ya Muhammad, مما يخلق الإنسان? Tell us. He asked, Oh Muhammad, what is man created from? He is not a biologist. He is not a professor. He is a shepherd. Cannot write, cannot read. But immediately look at what he says. The Prophet said, Oh Jew, he is created from both. From the fluid of the man and the fluid of the woman. Genetically, everyone sitting here, 50% of your genetics comes from where? Come on, from your mother. Another 50% of your genetics comes from where? From your father. Look at that, from both. Subhanallah, he is speaking genetics. Oh, science, they came back in the 18th century. Oh, we were wrong, we were wrong. They said, for a human creation, we need sperm and ovary. The Prophet ﷺ, the Quran said it 7th century. This is 18th century. Now, I did not start the lecture. I'm going to show you. This Quran, every word, every single word has a meaning. We have to think about it. And when I know you have memorized this ayat, but inshallah when you read it, you will enjoy it more. You will think about it. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Surah Al-Tariq, فَلْيَنْظُرُ الْإِنسَانِ مِمَّا خُلِقَ مِنْ مَاءٍ دَافِقٍ. Let man but think from what he is created. He is created from a drop emitted. Now, at that time there is no microscope. Here in the 1976, we have this microscope that magnifies 450 times, and they saw a lot of things swimming. See, Quran says emitted. What does that mean? That's something motile, something movable in that liquid, and this is what they found. Now, by the way, these are 100,000, maybe 500,000. This is one sperm, this is the head, this is the tail. This could be you. This could be you. Because all of them will die. Except one will live. Say subhanallah. Allah has has chosen you from that moment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala decided not all these thousands of sperm. You are whatever your name. And you have to say, Alhamdulillah, He created you a man or a woman and a Muslim. This is how many chances Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is giving you. So this is the ovum. This is the egg of woman. Real picture. And these are all poor men fighting to penetrate, and all of them will die. Except one. Don't fall asleep on me. Now look at that. This is the head. Everyone start trying to show his strength. I want to fertilize the egg. Here is the man DNA, the genetic material. Why the Prophet ﷺ said, and this is genetic material of who? Afia, of the woman. So here, 50-50. When both they come, the genetic material, you will be having 100%, 50% from your mother and 50% of your father. And Sadaqa Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Here is the penetration. And then one egg divides into two. Don't fall asleep on me. And the two becomes 4, and here we go. What is this? This is 50% of genetic material coming from the sperm, which is the father, and 50% from the woman. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَخْلُقُكُمْ فِي بُطُونِ أُمَّهَاتِكُمْ خَلْقًا مِنْ بَعْدِ خَلْقٍ فِي ظُلُمَاتٍ ثَلَاثٍ. This ayah, the scientist, and by the way, I'm a member of the IAGD committee, of the international committee. In this ayah, there's 3 miracles. Because Allah, He says, you are created in the womb of your mother. خلقا من بعد خلق, stages, not boom like that, not like Galit said. في ظلمات ثلاث, 3 darknesses. What is this? In the mother, in the womb, 3 layers. Let's show you the layers. Here's the layers. This is what we teach in the School of Medicine. This is the baby, and there is 1 abdominal wall, and then B, uteral, and then aminochorionic membrane. 3 darknesses. The baby sitting in a dark. Now what I am showing you, I'm showing you facts. I'm not telling you that possible. I'm talking about 1 plus 1 is 2. Khalas, these are facts. These are facts we teach at the college. Now you need to know the full story. Here, the full story is in Surah Al-Mu'minun. وَلَقَدْ خَلَقْنَا الْإِنسَانَ مِنْ سُلَالَةٍ مِنْ طِينٍ ثُمَّ جَعَلْنَاهُ نُطْفَةً فِي قَرَارٍ مَكِينٍ ثُمَّ خَلَقْنَا النُّطْفَةَ عَلَقَةً. Now, every word. Here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that from nutfa, from a drop of semen, في قرار مكين, uterus. خلقنا النطفة, this drop of semen, علقة, like leech. Then from leech, مضغة, like somite, we call it in the somite. And the somite, then bones. Wallahi, if the enemy of Islam discovered that this comes before this, we will all be in trouble. They couldn't. They are. They know about our religion, about Quran more than us. But alhamdulillah, I'm going to show you from the textbook that here, when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, في قرار مكين, this is the uterus. When the egg will move after fertilization and stay here في قرار مكين. Very protected. She protected. The baby will stay here in full protection. See, this is here, the small baby coming, and here's the baby. Where? In the uterus. So when the mother cooks or wash dishes, or she bumped into the basket or something in the supermarket, the baby is okay. في قرار مكين. Subhanallah. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, you were like a leech, halaqa. So this is a comparison, I don't want to go in detail. But a leech, you know what is a leech? It's a worm, a small worm that they put it on the skin and it sucks the blood. And they use it to cure some of the disease. So this is like, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is talking to the scientists? No, so talking to all the people. Farmers, workers, scientists. You were like a leech. Ha! This is the leech. And this is you. You were like a leech. Subhanallah. Did you? Now this is 3 weeks. This is real picture from the textbook. Look at this is the head of the leech, this is the head of the embryo. This is the tail, this is going to be the legs. Now look at, if I tell you how precise is the Quran, cut it, cut both of them, cut them. You don't find except blood vessels. Even internally, under the microscope, they are not only by shape, they look alike, but even internally. How we are blessed with the Quran. Oh, maybe this is by chance. Let's go to another stage. But then the other stage, mudghah. Embryo at 24, 25 days have finished the alaqa stage. Look at that. Embryo changes into the mudghah stage within 1 to 2 days at 26. Modern science agrees. This is the transformation between these two stages, very rapid and takes 1 to 2. So now we are changing the alaqa, the leech, into mudghah. Mudghah means somite. Now Imam can tell you what is mudghah bil Arabi. Mudghah, when you ate now bread, or maybe you are chewing gum. If you take the gum out of your mouth, you see it is like even your teeth in print there. Show you the teeth in print. Come on, don't put. This is the real pictures of the textbook, of medicine textbook. You understand? And this is what? A chewing gum. And these are the teeth. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you are like a mudghah. Mudghah. Wallah, you have to explain it in English. It's like somite. And this is the real picture. Look at that. And this is another real picture.
This is the spine.
Welcome. Next. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Quran, He says, من مضغة مخلقة وغير مخلقة. In this stage of the somite, you, human being, are going to be partially differentiated and partially not. This is what the Quran says. This is an embryo in the somite, في المضغة. What is this? Huh?
Heart.
Very good. Heart. What is this? Head. Where is the fingers? Where? Not showing your fingers. Where are the legs? This is how the precise. من مضغة مخلقة وغير مخلقة. Some of the parts of that embryo in that stage are well differentiated and some not. And these are all from the textbook. Now, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, if I ask you what is the next stage and how Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam knew it, that definitely is the Quran, and the Quran from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says when you are a leech, then you are a mudghah, then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says the bones development. And exactly after that stage, when you take X-ray, you see the formation of the bones. Then after the bones, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, فَكَسَوْنَا الْعِظَامَ لَحْمًا. Lahm means meat, muscles, blood vessels. Modern science agrees 100%. The fetus is indeed in this stage of muscle formation. And here's the embryo, and these are the muscles. Imagine if this stage comes before the idam, what will happen to our religion? We are not appreciating the word of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Then at that stage, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, you read it, you go and read it, ثُمَّ أَنْشَأْنَاهُ خَلْقًا آخَرَ. That means after this stage, after the bones and the muscles, we are going to decide this embryo, what is going to be. Now, in this stage, very similar. If you are a dog, or a fish, or a bird, or a human being, this is going to be what? Fish. Yeah, this is going to be a chick, a duck. This is going to be a human being. Subhanallah. After the formation of bones and muscles, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ثُمَّ أَنْشَأْنَاهُ. Then, what is this? This is the stage after the muscles. What is this going to be? Monkey, or a bird, or a fish? This is the eye, these are the butts of our two arms, this is a human being. This is why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, ثُمَّ أَنْشَأْنَاهُ آخَرَ. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, I'm going to have only another 5 minutes. He said no stages anymore. No stages? How about the science? How about modern science? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said no stages. الَّذِي خَلَقَكَ فَسَوَّاكَ فَعَدَلَكَ. There will be no stages. There will be only meaning straightening and smoothing of the fetus. Modern science says exactly. It's only growth and to become full baby. And this is from week 9 until 38. Quran is so precise. There's no stage. It's only growth. Now, if you are going to the school of medicine and you want to learn anatomy and human embryology, this is wonderful. Surah, all the Quran. The stages in the Quran says nutfa, that's drop, alaqa, the leech, mudghah, somite, izam, bone, lahm, muscles, then nash'ah, growth. Beautiful. Very easy to understand because embryology is very difficult. And it's all here in the Quran. Surah Al-Mu'minun, Surah Al-Qiyamah. Beautiful. Now, they say, oh, you Muslim, your Quran, you know everything. How about the soul? وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الرُّوحِ. They asked the Prophet ﷺ about the spirit, the ruh. He says, the spirit comes by the command of my Lord. Of knowledge, it is only a little that is communicated to me. He doesn't know. He is so simple. He is so sincere. He said, I don't know. And the Quran says you don't know. We Muslims, we don't know. No! We turn the question to the scientists. Well, they're smart Muslims, let them answer. Modern science. Tell the modern science. These are your scientists. These are the atheists. These are the big shots. When we ask them, how about you? Quran doesn't tell us about the soul, nothing. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam did not tell us. Tell me. Till now, modern embryological studies have not determined the acquisition of a soul. MashaAllah. The nature of the soul is beyond the experimental science. Look at the technology they use in their language. They are not going to know. I am here, you are here. You will live 100 years. Tell me when we meet in the day of judgment or on the akhirah if they have discovered. They are not going. This is my belief and your belief should be. Nobody except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. What are these? Where is the picture? Well, this is Dr. Keith Moore. My dear friend. You don't know who is Keith Moore? I think Keith Moore, University of Toronto, Canada. He's professor, chairman of the department. In fact, we invited him to Wayne State. He is the author of several medical textbooks. This is his conclusion. In fact, they wanted from him to write the last book on embryology. He said, I write it in one condition. They said, what? He said, I'm going to use the Quranic terminology. That's enough. They looked for any other professor. They came back to him and they said, we agree. If you buy the latest version of the embryology books by Dr. Keith Moore, I think he used the Quranic. Because I took him to lunch to Dearborn. And you know, we had students with us, medical students, and well, the first question before he is, are you a Muslim? Are you a Muslim? Did you become a Muslim? Subhanallah. Wallahi al-Azim, he gave a lecture. Yani better than any Muslim he can describe the Quran and Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And in that lecture, all the professors of Wayne State, UFM, they came, all big, they were listening to him, and he spent 15 minutes to tell them who is Muhammad, what is Quran, what is Islam, and then he gave the lecture. And we are afraid to do that. So, no. So in the conclusion, he said, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam could not have known such detail because he was a illiterate man with no scientific training or background. The only reasonable, he came to a conclusion that these pieces, these scribes were revealed to Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam by Allah. What do you want him to say? He's a Muslim, alhamdulillah. And as Imam Ali Layla said, this Quran is a wonderful. You see, قُلْ لَيْنِ اجْتَمَعَتِ الْإِنسُ وَالْجِنُّ. If all human beings and jinn, they come together to produce, they cannot. Tell me, who is going to tell you how you were created stage by stage with no mistake, with no overlaps? That's Quran. That is, we need to believe in the Quran in a different way. And my last slide. ويرى الذين أوتوا العلم الذي أنزل إليك من ربك هو الحق ويهدي إلى صراط العزيز الحميد. And those who have been given knowledge, and mashallah, all of you here, you have knowledge. Realize that what has been sent down to you from your Lord is the truth, and that it is guide to the path There are three important things we need to know. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, al-Mursil, He is the sender. He sent Al-Quran, which is the message. To whom? To Al-Mursal ilayh, to you. All people. Through Angel Jibreel, through Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. It's very clear. Al-Mursal wal-Mursal ilayh. In the middle, the message. We need in 2019 to look at the message of the Quran and understand it maybe in a different. Because at the time of the Prophet, 1700 years, they didn't have the technology, they didn't have. And we maybe, after we die, people come after 1,000 years, they will understand. This is why, this is the miracle of Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you very much. This is for those youth who have doubt. We have to show them that. And I have another one for deep seas, miracle of the Quran in the deep seas. And I have another one of the creation of the heavens and the galaxies. And I have another one. These are very important to our youth because now you know what is happening. Wallahi, I talk with people and youth. I don't say on a weekly basis, but on a monthly basis. Are you recording? Cut it. Good. Let me talk. Even my son, no, he's not atheist, he's not leaving Islam. No, but look at it. They called him to up north in one of the pharmacies. He went for 2 weeks. It was in the Christmas days. He's a Muslim, he doesn't celebrate, so he went and he worked. He came back. I looked at his face. He's born here. He's 23 years old. I said, what happened with you, Moment? He said, Dad, why everyone tells me that Christians go to hell? Why you are saying that? He said, I spent 2 weeks. Wallahi, they treat me like a king. The mothers, they were bringing food to me. The nicest people. They help me, anything I want. I said, see, my son, we are not God, we are not Allah. So, only Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So please, we have common things in humanity. All human beings, whether Chinese, Japanese, American, Jewish, Christians, Buddhists, all of them, they believe that they have to respect their parents. Is that right? All of them, they believe in working hard. Everyone believes that stealing is wrong. Everyone believes killing is wrong. So these are common things between us and them. Let's live with them on that common thing. And don't say to your children, this is going to hellfire, and only we Muslims go to hell. No. It's all Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So what I'm saying that our children are vulnerable. We have to give a clear message to our children. And we have to show them that Islam is a beautiful religion. You don't have to advise them every day. Did you pray? Did you go to Jum'ah? Did you read Quran? Ask this. Bring a psychiatric. He will tell you, you are killing yourself. Too much advice, especially the mothers. You are making your son weak. And he cannot face the society. Sorry. But this is, you don't have a question. Alhamdulillah, it was very clear. No question from the sisters. You want me to tell you 3 minutes?
Yes.
I was in a Muslim country. We had a friend who is very rich and religious. He had a son, Hafiz, and his GPA is 4 out of 4. He said, I'm going to send him to America. He sent him to America. Is he ready to face America? High school students, you know what's going on in America, huh? You know. He's coming from Muslim country, Hafiz, within 1 year. This is a real story. He came back, no degree, atheist. Why? We went to the psychiatrist. I said, why? He said, has nothing wrong with his brain. He's smart. Nothing wrong with his religion. He's a Hafiz. So what is wrong? Weak personality. Weak personality. Yeah, everyone can guide him. Take him. As we say, they will take him to the river and you bring him thirsty. These are. Then the real question, how can I make the personality of my child strong? That's the $1 million question. He said, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala creates all the children with strong personality. But you parents, you make it weak. I said, okay, what are those things that we should not say? 5 things. And I'm going home. Don't shout don't shout, don't yell. Don't beat him up. Don't compare him with his siblings. Eh? Look at your cousin, the doctor. You don't want anything. You are. And don't give him advice every day. He knows. She knows. Enough. Imagine yourself when you were young. Should I say? What did you do?
So I said, I think you hit some nerves there at the end with some of the youth, some sore spots. So, Dr. Ramzi, our speakers, for coming and benefiting us. Thank you to the parents that helped us out. Thank you to everyone who came and set up, especially the IAGD board. Jazakallah for all your guys' support. We need to continue the support, inshallah. We're having our fundraiser dinner on March 23rd, and we need your guys' help at 6:30 p.m. inshallah, 23rd. Mark the date. So we can continue events like this, right? We want to continue these sort of events that we can benefit the kids. We also have a CEDAR conference coming up on the 22nd, so make sure you attend that as well. With that said, Dr. Ramzi has actually wrote a book here on the virtue of work, Islam 9 to 5. And I think this is something that everyone can benefit from. The proceeds go to the Cas Masjid, and he was just telling me before that they had a need to break fast on the weekends and they needed food. He said now they have so many Muslims coming that they need food every single day. During Ramadan. So there's a lot of hasanat in this. So all the proceeds basically go to the Cas Masjid. So $10 for each book. I have a stack here, so if you want to come up, inshallah,
I can sign the book for you.
You can sign the book for you. So, alright. Oh man, you guys are sitting up in the front. That's trouble, man. But alhamdulillah, that's okay for everyone coming. I hope you guys benefited. Inshallah, we'll see you on the 23rd.